Hizbiyya, nationalism is a disease. Nationalism is a disease. That is so sad to see. Muslims are afflicted with this disease probably more than anyone else. You see that? And we see the chaos that's reigning around in the world. I have Muslims, I think someone from our team, they posted on social media just making dua for the 400 people in Afghanistan who were killed in a strike by Pakistan. So we just made dua, it was a shared post that somebody else had posted to say that may Allah, forgive these people, they passed away in the month of Ramadan, burned to death by a bomb in Afghanistan. This was in a rehab, treatment center. And then, I had never seen this kind of people just came at my throat. People started sending us message after message after message. How dare you? This is fake news. This is a lie. This is a slander. Do some research. And I'm like, man. And who is saying this? Muslims. Muslims from one country, just coming and attacking us. But then the other side is also the same. When Muslims in Pakistan are also being killed by people from Afghanistan, then obviously the people from Afghanistan are also like, oh, how dare you? Nobody actually did. Nobody said this, right? In the same way, that's we see what's happening. I gave a khutbah just 2 days ago. I was out of state, so I gave a khutbah somewhere else. Majority of them, half of the masjid at least, is Syrian. So I should have expected this was going to happen, right? So at the end of the khutbah, you guys know I always make dua for our brothers and sisters all over the world, and I specify sometimes certain places. So I made specifically dua for our brothers and sisters in Palestine, in Sudan, and إخواننا المستضعفين في Iran, and our brothers who have been oppressed in Iran. Okay, so I gave the khutbah and then I finished, and then brother comes up to me, and he, very nice brother, mashallah. He's like, I'm from Syria. So okay, he's like, that they have killed 2 million Muslims in Syria, Iran. I was like, okay, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but okay, they did. They definitely did a lot of damage, and believe me, right? I'll tell you my opinion on them in a moment. But I heard him and I was like, okay, I understand, brother. He said, so you made dua for them. I said, no, I didn't. I didn't make dua for them. He said, no, you made dua for them. I said, I made dua for our innocent brothers and sisters, our Sunni Muslims. That's to be understood. If it's our brothers and sisters, our Sunni Muslims who are living there in Iran. He's like, do you know there's not a single Sunni masjid in Tehran? I said, believe me, I know more about it than you do. Okay? And I said that there are Sunni Muslims living in Iran. There's 90 million people live in that country. 1/5 of them are Sunni. I was like, they're actually Sunni. And he said, oh, I hope there are. I said, brother, what do you mean you hope there are? Out of 90 million people, you don't think a few of them are actually Sunnis? A few of them have the right aqidah? A few of them are our brothers and sisters, and they're being killed and innocently slaughtered? Even if there are no Sunnis, don't you think children are being killed? Do you not see children being maimed and destroyed? The very first victims of this, assault were whom? School children, 160 of them. So again, this is this type of nationalism. As if to say, oh, that's what they deserve. Like really? A person deserves to have their child bombed. What did those parents ever do to you? What did they do to you? Do they have a say? Do those people have a say in what their government does? The innocent people, seriously, regular people. Do you and I have a say what happens in this country? Do you and I get to say that, don't go and side with Israel? Is that what we have a say? So tomorrow someone is going to be like, you Americans, you American right here. You're born and raised here, Musa. Someone pointing at you're responsible. What? How are we responsible for what these people are doing? Understandably, right? We are very, very, there's no question, right? We disagree with Iran, theologically. We disagree with them politically. We disagree with them on every single level. I don't even agree with their stance on what they're doing in Palestine. Don't think I don't even agree with that. Because believe me, I know actually what their real plans are. But nonetheless, there's no way that anyone from their heart who has qalb salim can wish for and want war, can be happy to see death, can be happy to see destruction. Nobody can actually feel, oh, that's what they get. What are you saying? What are you saying? The hadith of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, لا تتمنوا لقاء العدو. Do not desire and wish to see your enemy. You don't want to meet them. Don't ever desire for a battle. Don't desire for a war or for a fight. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the vast majority of the battles that he participated in, he did not even fight. They avoided fighting. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls them futuhat, fathun. A victory is what? Opening. Opening. Why? Because the point and purpose of jihad fi sabilillah, of every single fight, every single physical confrontation is what? To remove the blockade so that Islam can move forward. That's the point. It's not to fight for oil, it's not to fight for land, it's not to fight for money, it's not to fight for any of these things. It's so that Islam can remove the blockade, we can have a fath, and Islam can spread. That's why we call it fath of Makkah. The fath of Makkah is all those people became Muslim, and Islam was spread in that region. So none of these wars and battles that are taking place are just wars and battles. Seriously, very, very few people who are actually fighting for the preservation and the defense and the spread of Islam. It's a handful. I'm not saying zero, a very, very small amount. So again, like let's not get caught up in these kinds of, especially don't get caught up in nationalism and caught up in this kind of hizbiyah and stuff like that, right?